in your house, 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 in your house, 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 in your house, 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 in your house, 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 house.
Yeah, yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smooth. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Command, and I am in your house, and you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it is Thursday, which means it is time for us to talk some AEW. That's right, it's time for the AEW Dynamite, yeah, show. And of course, joining me as they do each and every week to talk some Dynamite, it's my guy over here. He's hanging out in his office, and they finally let him out of jail. That is the OG of professional wrestling. He does this thing over there in Gonzo Sports Room and Gonzo Wrestling Room. What's up, OG Tony?
Yeah, I broke into the nursing home office, so that's the one. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Had a good time in Chicago and seeing my
Nice.
granddaughter perform in a play and stuff. So yeah, I was there for 3 days. So I had a good time.
Nice. What play?
Lion King.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's all right. That's what's up. That is what's
Yeah,
up, man. I was wondering what you was doing over there. We meant to ask, but yeah, that's what's up. You say you was there for 3 days?
yeah. There Thursday, Friday. Well, really two. Thursday. Got there Thursday night and
Yeah.
came home Saturday night. So
Oh, okay, right on, man. Right on. But you're here back with us this week, ready to talk some wrestling. We're going to get some of OG's thoughts on something real important here in a minute. But before we do that, I got to bring on my brother here, my guy. He's the producer of the show. On Wednesdays, he joins me and we talk a little WCW. But every day, he is the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, brother, man?
How goes it, House? How goes it, Tony? I love that you're just admitting to felonies on air. That is amazing. That's great to hear. Be the rebel in your age, my friend. Be that rebel. But yes, we are here to talk some AEW. I was a fan of last night. I thought it was a decent show. I might be in the lessers of that thought process, but you know what? AEW is doing some good work. We got to see the Stinger again. It's
Yeah.
always a fun time if you're a WCW follower, which you should be following us on Wednesdays, where me and House we watch WCW. It's been fun. I just actually House I went back and watched the first Christmas episode they did.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, when we get a little further down the line in Nitro, it's about to get fun.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, I love
I'm
it.
super stoked to be here to talk some AEW.
Absolutely, man. We're happy to be back, man, and I have been enjoying AEW. There was some things on the show that I really did think last night's show flowed a little bit well. and there was some things. And here's the thing, I think one thing that I'm enjoying, and I think that this is a problem, and I don't want to make it too like WWE centric, and then I got to get some thoughts from OG Tony here about something. But I I like the fact that Double or Nothing is kind of like a length away, as opposed to WWE. They're gonna be a little bit log jammed. They're gonna be like, oh, it's about to be Backlash this Saturday. Then 2 weeks after that is Saturday night's main event. Then 2 weeks after that, I think is like a Clash in wherever they're gonna be at, France or whatever it is. They got like three like PLE esque or PLE adjacent shows coming up every 2 weeks, as opposed we've had this big gap between Revolution and Double or Nothing, and I like that. I think a little breathing room is good for that, but I do want to get some thoughts about from OG Tony about something super important, because voice, me and you yesterday when we did the WCW watch along, we had a chance to get our thoughts and give our thoughts and well wishes about the passing of media mogul
Ted
Ted
Turner.
Turner, and
Yeah.
show love and appreciation for everything that he gave us, whether it be WCW or the Atlanta Braves or the Cartoon Network or many things that he contributed to. OG, you're older than us, man, so I want to ask you your thoughts as far as Ted Turner, his passing, and his impact on you, on all the entertainment you've been taking over your life.
Yeah, it's different for me because, like you said, I'm older. Because most people that I've seen comment on the internet are basically talking about WCW, and
Yeah,
they're talking about the '90s and stuff.
yeah,
Well, see, I got exposed to Georgia Championship Wrestling on TBS in 1978, 79.
yeah.
80. Then it was NWA, and they even aired Mid South Wrestling on TBS also. So
Wow.
I got exposed to that during that time, and then it turned into when WCW bought out the Crockett family
Yeah,
and turned it
Crockett Promotions. Yeah, we
WCW,
just talked about. Yeah,
and they never really made money. They lost money. He didn't care. He was a billionaire. He wasn't worried about losing money. And then finally, when they brought Bischoff in, and he asked Bischoff, and what would they do to need to be able to really compete with Vince McMahon? And he told him he really didn't know. He just something come top of his head. He said head to head Monday night live, and that turned into something. But yeah,
yeah,
for me, it was seeing Tommy Wildfire Rich and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, seeing that lead up to the Battle of Atlanta, last Battle of Atlanta, and the Steel Cage and the Omni, Dusty Rhodes, of course, the Four Horsemen. That's a lot of people don't understand. Without the Four Horsemen, there may not be an NWO. I mean, that first real group, because that really the Horsemen was the first real big group that caught on. I
kind of
mean,
push back and rebel,
yeah,
big heel group. Yeah,
yeah, there was really the first one that really caught on. There was other groups in Texas and stuff. There was Devastation Incorporated and things like, but nothing like what the Four Horsemen was.
sure.
They were
So
nationwide.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
just regional, like you're saying, Tony.
yeah. TBS was, yeah, it was big. I mean, it was huge for me. And when cable came to my household, not only did I have TBS, but we had a station out of Chicago, and they showed Bob Luce, which was AWA.
yeah.
Showed a lot of those guys. So in the late '70s, I was in heaven, because before that,
You watch a lot of wrestling.
I bet you.
all I got to see was Dick the Bruiser and them on Channel 4 on Sunday nights. But then that all changed.
All I can picture is 70s Tony. He's got some disco playing on the record player, watching some wrestling, cutting up some lines, and he
Well,
is just snorting his way through a night.
no, it
Don't
was
you be telling lies about OG.
He's like,
yeah.
the 70s are amazing, brother.
We didn't have. I mean, they had albums back then, but hell, we didn't buy albums. We had 45s. All my brothers,
There you go.
my brothers had just stacks and stacks of 45s, and that's how I got introduced to music. And they all liked different music. So I mean, I could have the Temptations one thing, and then heavy metal on the other. So I mean, it was
See,
just
Oh,
I
see
got
how,
exposed to so much music.
Yeah.
House, you're saying I'm over here saying lies, and I could be closer to the truth than what you
I don't
actually
know,
know, my
boys.
friend.
See,
Dude,
this
I
is what
was waiting
people.
for Tony to be like, Ted Turner, that motherfucker owes me $20 still.
No,
Man, rest in peace, Ted Turner. Man,
yes, yes.
I had to get OG's thoughts on that
Oh,
because
most definitely.
it would be criminal not to, just because once again OG is more experienced as a wrestling fan than us. He's seen more than us, so getting his take on that, I feel like it was super important. So I had to get that, man.
Oh,
So
100%.
but
100%.
OG, I do wanna ask you. I know we talked a little before the show. You wasn't super enthralled with this episode of AEW Dynamite, but did you have any? Was there? Well, of course, we'll go through the loves and the lows for sure. But what kind of turned you off, and was there anything that did kind of make you be like, this is all right?
There was nothing really terrible on the show. I mean, as far as being terrible, the wrestling was good.
Yeah.
It's still with me. You guys know I like storytelling, and right
Oh
now
yeah.
it seems kind of a law
Yeah.
to me. Not a whole lot of story. I love the tribute, like you with the Ted Turner. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Uh, and just there's some things. I mean, do we really need to see Okada wrestle Brian Keefe? I mean, I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
mean. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be mean, but there's some things. But the match wasn't bad. I mean, I'm not putting anybody down. I mean, the wrestling was fine. I probably give the show a 7. It wasn't bad. I just it really the main event had my interest. Uh, I just had a hard time with some of the other stuff keeping my interest. I'm just being honest. But it
No,
wasn't a
we
bad
like.
show.
Yeah. Yeah. We
It
want
wasn't
you.
bad.
I I thought it was like it was. So when I talk about shows like this, and I know I've used this term a lot before. It was back when Voice was hosting the Raw preview show,
Oh,
and then me and Annie would do the Raw review show on Wednesdays, and we would talk about it. And I would always say this to Annie when Raw would be a slow show, and I would say this. I'd say it was a slow show. It wasn't a bad show. It was a slow show. Because I think when a lot of wrestling fans hear the word slow and to compare and put it to a show, they automatically put it into a negative connotation. Like slow means the show was awful or it was boring, which it might have been boring, but also like I feel like some of those shows are kind of integral to storytelling. Sometimes you got to have those there's got to be peaks and valleys, so there's always going to be times when things are going to slow down. But I do think that there were some wrinkles into the show that I did enjoy. And one big thing, it's been lingering on social media, and one big thing about me is if you can have something that lingers on social media for at least like 2 or 3 days. I'm being generous with the 2, but if you can linger for like the from like a Monday Night Raw all the way up until like a Thursday, and people are still talking about what happened on Monday Night Raw, that's not bad at all. Now I understand that Dynamite just happened last night, so it's still in that gray area for me right now. But fuck, boys, there's a lot of people that are in wrestling spaces right now that are like, is MJF gonna put his hair on the line?
yeah. Yeah,
Is
they
he
are.
is he gonna do it? Is he gonna put his hair? And like MJF's reaction on social media to it is perfect because he's just like, y'all need to chill, stop, take this down, stop these edits, and like he's just playing into it because that's what MJF does, and he plays really well on social media. Playing the same character that he is on TV, he plays that same guy on social media, and people play into it, and people automatically want to come to him and be like, "Hey, let me send you photoshops of you bald," and he's gonna react to it. This once again, it's only Thursday, voice, but I think this is something that could linger on for the next few days, at least up until the next Dynamite when they do the contract signing and he has to decide.
Oh yeah. I mean the and it's all due to MJF playing into it.
That's where it is.
You get that. I mean, hell, when I first started within your house, I was reaching out to some some professional wrestlers, and I was getting actual like either reactions or comments, and I would come to the group and be like, "Look, House, they talk to me. They really like me." And you get those moments. They feel good. And MJF loves wrestling. He loves to play into that. He loves being a heel. Um, and honestly, good on them. They're doing everything. This is what drives me nuts. So on a Monday night, we watch Raw, we watch social media, we see all the complaints, see all that, what people don't like, all these things. AEW turns around on a Wednesday. They do everything opposite of what WWE is doing. They're doing Renee Paquette, doing Mean Gene interviews before, after matches, things like that. They're not doing that at WWE. That's entertaining to me. I enjoy those things. They're going above and beyond and taking risk with their champions.
Yeah, that's true.
WWE
That's
is not.
true.
WWE is playing it safe. They're doing these things here, these things there. We're still building up a bloodline. They're not. They're still holding on to the things that 5 years ago made them the top dog in the yard. AEW is not. AEW is taking risk. Why did we see that Okada match last night? I mean, analytically, Tony, I'm there with you. What the fuck are we doing? We don't need Okada with him. But as I'm watching the match, I'm watching it. I'm like, I like this. And then what happens at the end? Okada stakes his claim. He's not the only one in that group.
Yeah.
The Cyrus the Virus group. He's not the only one in there saying, I'm going to be a champion. But what that does is that is going to make Don make a choice on who he's going to back more in his stable. So now we're creating controversy inside the Callis group.
Yeah.
Something that we were all saying, this group is boring as fuck. And now they're planting the seeds. And honestly, Don in the middle of his group blowing up, that's entertainment right there.
Fucking a voice. Yeah. You're blowing my fucking mind right now, dude.
Well, I've been trying to find the good in AEW.
Dude, you're blowing my mind. And I listen. I don't know. I get it, and we try to be fair, and being fair, sometimes you just got to call it like it is, and calling it like it is you're 100% right. AEW's taking chances. Who's WWE's top champions? Cody Rhodes, seen it. Roman Reigns, seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give them like Penta Trick, got it for sure. I'll give you that.
But honestly, Trick's not a surprise to me.
It's not that. No, we knew
especially his NXT run.
Well, yeah, we knew it was coming.
It's surprising in, I guess, the timeline that they gave it to him. I'll give that credit right there. The timeline and they gave it to him.
I'll say that Trick. So if we're talking purely in terms of taking risk, I'll say that Trick Williams with the United States Championship is not risky, and Penta with the IC title is also not risky.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not. Do we love it? Yes, love it. Both of it. But is it risky considering the way they've been booked and the way they've been placed? No. No, that's not risky. Tekla being women's champion, that's risky. Darby Allin being world champion, that's risky. Kevin Knight being TNT champion, that's risky. They are taking some serious chances, and they were seriously pushing talent that is getting that. Well, people are like, "Hey, we want to see some new, fresh faces."
100%.
We want to see some new, fresh faces. So, what is AEW putting in your face without pushing it in your face? They're giving you fresh, new faces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna say this. When we complained about John Mike, yes, I get it. He was in the opening bout of this Dynamite. I get it. But when we complained about it, guess what? After a while, it stopped for a little bit. It stopped. Hell, when we were complaining back when Mercedes Moné was there, like, man, we just wish Mercedes Moné would just take a break, just take a little break. What they do? Took her off TV.
She's on a break.
She's on a break, and now guess what? I'm ready for her to come back.
Yeah.
I'm ready
How
for her
can
to
I
come.
miss you if
How
you're
can
never
I?
gone?
AEW is not. I really truly think that there are some adjustments happening within the regime of Tony Khan, because Tony Khan would normally come out and be like, "Oh, we're gonna put out a great show and blah 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 and this and that, and it's gonna be, oh, I got a huge announcement." He ain't done none of that huge announcement shit. He's just been letting the shows speak for themselves. Is every show a banger? No, it's not. But they are clearly showing that they are trying to move in a different direction that shows they are like, hey, you guys like Kevin Knight? All right, let's put him in a prominent spot with the mid card title and have him fighting for the have him fighting for the AEW Championship. You guys like Darby Allin? You guys like fighting champions? All right, I have thoughts about the Darby Allin title run. We'll get to that in a little bit, but you gave it the title to him, and you're letting him have a run. Listen, I'm once again not hitting everything out of the park, but they're taking chances, and I for one appreciate that.
And you know what cracks me up? Who is AEW's safe champion right now?
Are you safe
Oh,
champion?
you know who it is.
Willow Nightingale.
Exactly. That's their non-risky champion.
That's Bailey, bro.
Well,
Like, yeah, non-risky.
they've got a couple others too, though. Okada
Okada,
and
yeah.
Moxley. Moxley.
Honestly, I forget those. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tony.
Well, I agree. I understand.
At the end of the day, though, look at how much hate is actually thrown at Moxley. And with Okada, unless you're me, you, and Howse, did you know about Okada before he came to AEW? I would say most of their fan base, I would say safely 35% knew of Okada before, but now they know about him.
Yeah.
And honestly, but I can see where you're coming from, Tony, on those two.
For sure. I honestly,
I really care.
I did not consider them because I forgot the titles. That's always going to be a thing with me, is that it's just way too many titles. Like, you have there, like, the mid card titles there are ridiculous, and it doesn't make any kind of sense at all. You have, okay, so Moxley is the Continental Champion, I think.
We're going to be here for 3 hours on AEW titles.
I'm just going through the mid cards. I'm not going through all the titles. We don't got enough time. We don't have enough time. Okada's the international champion. Then Jungle Jack Perry is the national champion.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing?
This is just already getting ridiculous.
And then Kevin Knight is the TNT champion. That's 4 damn mid-card champions. What are we doing right now?
I don't know. But hey, it does bring in other people from other promotions in which their people get excited for the opportunity to go up against a title. It's not, we're not getting introduced by some Mr. Iguana. Like, I mean, look, I have my thoughts on Mr. Iguana, but the way that he was presented in WWE, it was purely, let's see if this is going to work, and it didn't hit the numbers that they thought it would, so now we don't talk about him. When you could have literally done a cool run with him in the WWE.
If they would have hit the numbers that they wanted to hit with him, or people would have got more excited about him, he would have been signed full time on WWE already by now.
100%. Yeah, but it didn't work out.
Be like Danhausen. But
yep, there you go.
Danhausen worked out. See, there's your WWE risk to the majority of the fan base. It's Danhausen. But to us, to people who know him, this was just a spot waiting to happen for him.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. So even though he's risky, I don't think he's risky, because we knew once he got in that spotlight, he was going to shine like he always does. Donovan is an amazing, creative human being.
Most definitely.
I agree with you guys that I think AEW are taking chances, but I do think WWE is bringing young people up and starting to push them, but they're not taking. I agree, they're not taking the risk with him. I mean, Oba's in a good position, but they're not risking anything with him. They know what they got
Oh
with
man.
Oba. Same thing with Soruka. I think they know what they got with Soruka. They're not going to push it too fast, so they're not going to take a risk. They're going to move slowly
Yeah,
with her.
Yep.
I would
And
move.
I
I would move very fast with Javon though. He's a roll of the dice that you should roll and place your chips on that number because this kid, he's got it. That's the thing. He's got it.
He speaks
Slap
to a
it,
generation. I know I say it a lot when his name comes up,
but
but
it's
he
true.
does. He speaks to a
yes,
generation.
He is your in to keeping what you are going to alive from our aspect. Like to keep Zay and guys like that, you're
yep.
gonna have to do something quick with him.
Yeah, I agree because that's the thing. We might not get all the young people jive, but it first off, maybe it's not for us to get, but at the other
No,
end, I think you said this yesterday, voice. It could be a bridge.
it is a bridge. Yeah,
It could be a bridge.
it's a
Well,
bridge that all of us old heads can fucking pick up. Even you, Tony. We can
yeah,
pick
yep.
up what Javon's doing and we can run with it with these young
Yep.
I,
kids.
I completely love Javon, and I like the
See?
do I completely understand everything he says all the time? No, but it keeps me interested. I like his vibe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's different. It's something different than the norm.
You know,
Just real
yeah,
quick.
go ahead, Tony.
I don't know if you guys watched NXT lately, because since there's so many people that got pushed up, now they've got a bunch of independent wrestlers that was signed
Ooh.
ID now on that program. About 7 or 8 people they've come in from England, from all over the place, and they're mostly ID people. They've got people. I mean, you talk about young.
Oh
You got
my
a group,
God.
Vanity Project. They're all three like 22 years old. I mean, they are
Yes.
super young right now. It's a really different show than NXT's ever been. Now, whether it's going to turn out good for them, we'll see. But it's a completely different vibe. Right now,
See,
their age is really really young right now.
that scares me though. With TKO being in
Oh
charge of
yeah,
everything, as
one hundred
soon as
percent.
NXT starts getting some traction, they're going to see it as a money grab and they're going
Oh,
to run it
I
into the
didn't even think
ground.
about that.
I mean, we're
That
set right now. We're in the golden era of NXT with Sean being pretty much the cockeyed guy who's leading the charge.
well,
But at the end of the day, once it starts being profitable, these billionaires are going to sink their
well,
teeth into it.
that don't even worry me. The part that worries me is that people like Bailey, people that's been there for a while, for example, the New Day, with all these young people coming up that make 200,000 a year, 100,000, 250,000 a year. They can bring 4 of those people up and replace. The rumors is that New Day were making 1 million apiece. So if that's true, and I mean, I love the New Day. I didn't want them to see them leave, but the way they were being used right now, and that's partly WWE's fault, is they wasn't worth $1 million a year.
We literally voice. We
Yeah.
literally had that exact conversation. Love the New Day, but to be fair, with WWE's current direction with the tag team division, which is nothing,
Yep.
and the time that they're already getting on TV, it doesn't logically make sense for them to make that much money.
No, I get you guys, but I take the Ted Turner, the Eric Bischoff, and the Vince
Sure.
Russo route, and I would give these guys all the monies I had. They would be getting it. You guys see,
And
that's the
that's
problem.
fine. That's
Make,
fine. But
make,
push them. Put them on TV. Give them shit to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like if
make
it,
me the billionaire of America. I
like
swear to God, wrestling will be great again.
bro, I promise if New Day if New Day has $1 million contracts and like for the and I know we're getting off track here with AEW, we're gonna get back on track, we're gonna take our break, we're gonna do our loves and lows. But if you know the profit that the New Day has given you over the last 10 years, and you're like, hey, okay, here's 7 figures. Can you can you make that money back? if we put you on TV, let you be yourselves, we put whatever you guys do, pancakes or cereal or whatever you guys want to do, can we make that money back? Can we get that back? At least try to take a swing at it because they've proven in the past that they can make that money.
I'll make the money and get them bonuses.
Be a cash. They've proven they're a proven cash cow. So what you did was, yeah, you might have saved yourself some money by voiding their contract or however you decided to do it, but also you screwed yourself out of money because they could have made that money back.
And in July, we will be seeing it.
We're gonna see. We're most definitely gonna see. All right, y'all, we gotta get to the commercial break here because listen, we still got some things to talk about here. A lot of things to talk about here. We gotta go through our loves and lows. We talked a little bit about it, and that was MJF. Is he gonna put his hair on the line? We are gonna see. The Darby Allin title run. It's time to get analytical about it. It's time to break it down and see exactly where we're at with the Darby Allin title run as we see it right now. And hey, they did a 3-hour show last night. I only caught the 2. I didn't catch the collision. I'm not gonna lie to you. But listen, we're gonna do our loves and lows, and we're gonna do all that on the other side of this break.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Welcome to the Brainbuster T-shirt website where your favorite podcast team in your house lives. Look at all these fantastic options you have.
If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You wanna be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster Tees is where YH live. Brainbuster Tees is where YH live.
Hey guys, it's the executive producer of the In Your House podcast, Alakon the Con Man House, here to tell you on this commercial break to like and subscribe to In Your House on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at the In Your House Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe on Twitch at Team IYH. And remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And leave a review and 5-star rating. We thank you for your continued support. It all helps for us to stay charted and continue to give you that work. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to In Your House. It's the AEW Dynamite review show. And listen, we talked about a lot of stuff on the first half of the episode, but of course, this is about AEW. We're going to continue that as we talk our loves and lows. Before we do that, of course, I got to let you guys know I've been doing my thing, hitting that gym and getting ready because I'm going to be at Emerge this weekend, and it's going to be a big opportunity for Money, Power, Respect against the No Limit Demons. And getting ready for that, of course, I got to take my goalie gummies. That's goalie nutrition. You guys can get your wellness journey started too with some of the apple cider vinegar gummies, or maybe even the Macho Mind gummies, the ashwagandha gummies, just to relax and chill out. And if you want to get started, all you got to do is go to goalie.com at checkout. You can put in promo code IYH, get 10% off. And hey, let them know that we sent you, and check out everything we're doing on Facebook Live, on YouTube, on Twitch. Hey, we're also on IG, and then after the fact, we are going to be on we're going to be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, y'all. So before we get into our loves and lows, I got to jump over to IG here because we have got some comments here, and of course I can never bring them up, but we've got my buddy, oh gorgeous Morgan Taylor. He says, with no unions, we have no defense against stuff like this. And can you make the future tag team stars we can also make money on? So I think he was going back to the New Day conversation. We were talking New Day. He says, with no union, there's no defense or anything like that. And can you make future tag team stars that they can also make the money that the New Day make? I do not. I don't know. That's a good question. Can WWE? Ooh, that's we're gonna have to keep that thought in mind. Can WWE produce a tag team with the current crop of talent that they have now that can produce the money that New Day did over like the last 10 years? I don't know. I don't know if they got. I don't think they got it right now.
Well, not with these cuts that they made. No, they
I don't think they got it. I don't think it's. I don't think it's coming. Honestly, I don't even think it's coming through the developmental system right now either.
Well, we don't know. We can't say that because we don't know what's coming up
Yeah.
through that system.
There's no idea.
There's
no,
another Steiner coming, supposedly coming up through there, who's supposed to be bigger and badder.
Whew.
Get out of here, young boy.
And got the young boy. He says Moxley is the GOAT. And listen, I have some thoughts about Moxley. First off,
GOAT.
I gotta say, with Moxley, I don't hate the cinematic promos. I actually kind of like them back there in their little clubhouse or whatever, doing their little workouts and stuff. And I'll say this too: say those promos stopped my wife and made her watch, and stopped my oldest daughter, and she doesn't even like wrestling. She was just like, "What's going on here?" It was like a cinematic experience for her. So I'm like, "Oh no, oh no!" Is Moxley like getting out of the ring more, like less ring, more promo, which I think Moxley does well in promos when he's not all over the place, which a lot of the time that he is. But I got to say, he's been dialed in with whatever he's doing with Will Ospreay. I can't put my finger on what's going on. So for me, there's a disconnect because it's like, why is he helping him for what reason? But like, the way that they're presenting it, I like it, but there's still that disconnect for me. It's like, why is Moxley even going through the trouble of doing this?
That's a good question.
I have no, like, what does he get out of this? Like, they just came, abducted him, and boom, they want him in the Death Riders, but then he's got another crew over in New Japan, and like I said, I like the cinematics of it, but the story is all over the place. Is that kind of where you're at, OG, with that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you about the cinematic stuff. I don't mind the promos. Moxley still don't always make sense to me, but I like the way they're shooting the promos.
Yeah.
But I agree with you 100%. I'm not sure where this story is going, so I'm gonna kind of not pass judgment on it. We'll see what the payoff is, but right now I'm not middle of the road on it.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. I think for me, I'm middle of the road on it too because I like what they are showing me. And usually like we're in a spot where I don't know what's gonna come next. I like it, but this is a little wonky in a way that it's like the way that we got here is there's just that disconnect for me. Voice, you're also a Moxley criticizer, just like myself. Where are you at right now with this whole Moxley situation? And you're not a huge Will Ospreay guy either, so this could potentially have you just all the way turned off. But where are you at with it though?
Well, I'm still buying my ticket to the Hate Will Ocean Spray and the John Moxley City because I don't like this. First off, okay, you're learning to shoot cinematically. I'm happy for you, AEW. You're doing great on that, but this is dumb. There's no payoff to this story.
Where is it
What
going?
are we doing here? Okay, show. So House, you ever been to a bar and been a little depressed, sitting at the bar, just ordering drinks, and then the local bar drunk comes up to you and gives you some life advice? This is what's happening to Will Oceansworth. He got drunk in a fucking tunnel, and fucking old drunk Moxley comes out. He's like, "Hey, you're not ready yet. You can't be out there. You can't be doing things like that. You gotta stay here with us in our dungeon and no shirts on." And so I would be starting to question your wife. Was she got something? She's liking Will Ocean spray there, bruv. That's where I'd be going with this. But yes, it was a cinematic. We are starting to see them actually like dabble in that. And
Yeah.
for the Moxley fans, for the Death Rider fans, I bet you're all getting all rubbed up there, bruv, and you're all getting all chapped up there, bruv. But for me, it's not hitting. I honestly, I'm waiting for the Death Riders to implode from within because you have
That's a
too
potential
many
really great story.
you have too many of the top names that you could be doing other things with, especially if you're trying to build up this tag team, which I will say, I enjoy the AEW tag team division. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoy it. I like it. I like where we're at with it.
I think they're teasing us for the future, bro.
I think so. I honestly, I would like to, if you're going to keep me as a fan with this Moxley story, build up Will Ocean Spray. Make him whatever flavor entices you the most out of that brand, and then have Moxley destroy him. And then that be the reason why the Death Riders turn on Moxley, because a leader who would do that to them, who's next? So they have to get him out. They have to cut off the head of the snake. That's just where I'm at with it. I don't know where the fuck they're going with it.
That's where I'm with you, bro. I'm like, I don't want to be like I'm with Tony, man. I'm middle of the road with this
Yeah,
because I love the fact that, like you said, voice, like they're trying stuff with the whole cinematic, and like we're like, oh, they don't tell stories. Well, they're trying. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like they're trying. I just don't understand where this is going at all. So, one more thing before we do our loves and lows, because I think there's just one big thing that we want to hit. I want to get your guys' thoughts on the current state, because we've seen this evolve from the time Jericho returned up until now. Now it looks like we're gonna get a Stadium Stampede match between Ricochet and The Demand and Jericho and the Hurt Syndicate, and then they also have to find, each team has to find two other members. I mean, their Stadium Stampede match is most definitely fun. Once again, this is another one of those things where it's like, wow, how did we get here? Like it's just once again, the match will probably be a blast, but it's they're trying to tell stories, but they feel a little disjointed, because it's like there's a Stadium Stampede match coming, but it's like we're just throwing shit together to try to put a Stadium Stampede match together. That's how I feel about it. But voice, what are your thoughts on Jericho, Ricochet, The Demand, Hurt Syndicate, and the Stadium Stampede match at Double or Nothing?
I actually love this segment. I
Okay.
love the story that they're telling. This,
Okay.
to me, this is one of their more complete stories that they're telling. Ricochet's trying to make a name, making sure nobody gets over The Demand. Jericho comes back, he handles it. Jericho gets he fucking copyrights a saying that involves Ricochet's group. It just pushed Ricochet over the more because he's an egomaniac. Jericho's also an egomaniac. Jericho responds with taking it to the fans because he's tired of getting his ass whooped. He goes out in front of the fans, gets the fans all fired up, comes out there. They have this thing. I will say, you might not have heard it because Ricochet has no bass in his voice. He sounded like a scared 12-year-old who was standing up to the 16-year-old bully on the playground. And it was like, dude, just untuck your balls and let them hang. You can talk that way. But he brought up the point that what else can they do to Jericho to humiliate him? They beat
Yeah.
his ass every day. Every time he's on TV, they fucking beat
They
the
whooping
shit out of him.
Yeah, they whooping his ass, bro.
So why not, since he's in AEW, he created a match. the Stadium Stampede match,
Yep.
put his ass in there, beat his ass in there, try to humiliate him more. We're going to get some surprises. We're going to get some fun out of it. This is exactly where this is the group and the story to be telling to do this match with. All these guys are going to pay off in this match. It's going to be a fun match. It's not a serious match. If anybody's going, oh man, the Stadium Stampede, man, that's a highlight of fucking, you're a fucking goon. You're just a goon and someone needs to beat you up, because that's not what you need to be. It's a fun gimmick match. That's what this Stadium Stampede match is.
Hey, you convinced me. I'm not gonna lie, like you convinced me. Sometimes we get a little overly analytical, but like, when I think about what the Stadium Stampede match is, it's just gonna be fuckery. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be fuckery. So, that I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like I said, I'm just always like, what's the story? Where's the story? And that's how my brain is set up. But that this will be fun for what it's worth. Any thoughts you want to add in on that, OG?
I agree with both of you guys. The story, it's nothing big or great for me, but I agree. I think this match is one thing I do like about it. Usually, it's always got the young bucks in it, so I'm glad
Yeah.
they're changing. They're
Yep.
changing up the players a little bit. So I
Yeah, for
think that's
sure.
good. I think that's good. And then also, that's to me, that's kind of it's not bad on TV, but I think that match is more for the fans in the arena. It's
Yeah.
really
100%.
fun, really fun. Because I guarantee, if we was in that arena, we would absolutely love it.
Oh, we'd be
So
going
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
so I think
That's
that's what
fair.
that's for. And so I'm not against it, but I mean, I'm not going to go crazy about it. I'm sure it's going to be fun, and I'll like it. But it's not going to. Again, it's going to happen, and then it's going to be over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, if we were there, Tony, I'd be stealing your prescriptions and turning them up and being like, this is amazing, Tony. We're going to live forever.
Oh man. All right, we got Ribshot in the chat. He says he remembers the Stadium Stampede match at All In one year. It was pretty much all backstage, so didn't see most
Yeah.
of it. Pointless. So
But
yeah,
if there was a title in this match, we'd all be bitching.
true.
I'm serious. If there
True.
was some
Yeah.
stipulation of
There shouldn't be a
actual-
title in here.
Exactly. We would all be fucking being like, what the fuck are they doing? This is a perfect spot, perfect group to
for
have
just
this match.
fuckery.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fuckery.
It's a fuckery match.
Yep, for sure. All right, y'all. Let's get into the loves and the lows. Can't remember who I started with a couple of weeks ago. So this week I'm gonna start with the voice. Voice, give me a love and give me a love.
Well, you know what? I'm going to throw a curveball on this one, and I'm loving the Darby Allin title run.
Oh, you took mine, but go ahead.
Well, here's my reasoning. I love it because it's different. It's not something. Yes, we know that it's going to be a big match that they're going to have when Darby Allin loses his title. That's just in the blueprint of wrestling. But what we're not having is somebody holding the title, a cardboard cutout. We're having somebody who's coming out. We're getting to see people and young talent in positions that are not being fed over in the other industries. It's being fed in AEW. That's what I'm loving about it. And I'm also loving the fact that they're getting their shit together week by week. If you are paying attention to Dynamite in this past month, they are putting together well-produced shows. Maybe some of the stories are all over the place. They still need to tighten up on some things. But at the end of the day, a Dynamite is worth its weight in the time that you have to watch.
Yeah.
It's not bad. What I'm loathing, though, again, this whole emphasis on the Death Riders. Like, to me, the story that you should be pushing and putting out there more is the Don Callis family. And I know Jones is fucking throwing shit right now if he just heard that, no matter when he hears it. But at the end of the day, that's the one that's actually producing results. It's actually pulling in massive interest. You're getting overseas interest with Okada being over there.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of guys who who we know are killers and not just running around going, "We're the Death Riders."
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
and
He
that's
said,
where
we're
I'm
the
at.
death, he said, we're the Death Riders.
We're the Death Riders.
We're
And
the
then
Death Riders,
Mox
guys.
is like, "Yeah, we're the Death Riders, guys. Fucking Death Riders.
We're the
Death
Death
Riders.
Riders.
Who's going to slap me before the match?"
Backlash. No.
Backlash. Yeah, and Nevin, we've seen that you're going to Backlash for 2 shows now. We know you're going. What are you excited about? You never tell us what you're excited about. You just tell
Yeah,
us
tell
you're
us what you're
going.
excited about. What are you doing, bro? Like, come on, man. All right. OG, it's your turn, man. Give us a love and give us a loathe.
Okay, I love the Ted Turner tribute. I thought that was very well
Yeah.
done. So
Yeah.
I love that because I was a big Turner guy. So this ain't a love, but it's a like, and it's the Darby Allin and Kevin Knight match. I
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I like that match, but this is going to be interesting, guys. This was a love for him, and it's a low for me. I'm not a big fan of the. I'm not. I like Darby Allin and the matches he's having right
Yes.
now. I like
Yes.
the matches, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the hair storyline.
Oh, I
I
hate
think
that.
I don't like the hair. You know, I think if we're leading up to a big match at the next pay per view, and that's what he's got to give up his hair. It's just not a big enough stipulation for me.
Yeah. It doesn't
That
feel like there's urgency with it.
Tony, let me ask you a question. With what we know about MJF and all what he's planning on in the future,
yeah
wouldn't it be more uh, devastating to him if he lost and had to get Darby Allin's name tattooed on his chest?
yeah yeah.
Ooh,
But
wait a minute.
but
You might
but
have cooked.
but I got a feeling that since it is a hair match, that MJF may lose.
You think MJF has a movie part coming up that requires his head to be shaved, OG?
He could, but there's one other.
That went through my
Yeah,
mind, OG.
it could be. So I mean, they're taking a risk, and that's one thing you guys are 100% about. We'll see if they all hit, but there is one thing also about this, something that we talked about that I brought up.
Yep.
The timing that I thought things were really hot. You know, they were doing really well, and then they took the title off MJF. Now I was worried he was going to leave, and he's been around, he's been on
Mm-hmm.
TV, but they have lost a lot of viewers, guys. On
Uh
March on March 25th, they were at 765,000 viewers.
oh.
That was
Okay.
that was their top for a while.
Okay.
Uh, the 20 let's see, the last show of April 29th, they have lost 200,000 viewers
Oh, damn.
in a month. And
Damn.
since Darby got the belt, they've lost about 120,000.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to say I think that's expected though. We're in the NBA playoffs.
True. That is true.
We
They did this.
we do have a
Yeah,
lot of sports going on
That's
right
it.
now.
yeah,
Ah,
that is true.
This
he's
is the
making a good
summer.
point.
These are the
Yes,
spring and summer lows,
that's true.
and but those do matter though. Now, what we need to know though is the streaming from HBO because that's how I watch it. What I
Well,
don't
Me too.
go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
the only thing is, I don't think their numbers, and I don't know the numbers, so I gotta be fair. But I don't think them numbers are huge, and the reason I say that is because if they were huge, they would be plastering them all over the place.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
but they could be huge though. They could be huge, but those numbers don't really matter in the entertainment industry
Yeah,
yet
yeah,
because it's almost like they don't know how to calculate them in a
I was
way
gonna
that's going
say
to make money for them.
I'm not sure that I've and if you guys have, definitely like correct me on that. I'm open to that, but I don't know if I've ever seen somebody like outside of like a song or music or an album or something like that. But I've never seen a show that's like, oh well, this has been streamed on Hulu 200,000
Well,
times or something like
they
that. I
used to
personally
do that.
haven't.
They
Okay,
used to
okay,
do that, but it
okay.
never mattered because
no,
like YouTube for example.
Yeah.
Like remember how they used to display the numbers of dislikes and the numbers of likes?
Yes.
They don't display the numbers of dislikes.
Okay.
They only display the number of how many likes you got and reactions like
Okay.
that. Like there's so many different ways that they manipulate those parts of reading into what people are watching.
Yeah.
It, I guess I think that it doesn't matter. Like really, because you can just be watching something and if you have automatic play next, shit will pop up.
Yep.
And then you get that rating.
You know how
Well,
many? Yeah,
yeah. Well,
You
see,
get that rating.
Netflix puts out their ratings. They usually run about a week behind. They put out a top 10, and
Okay.
Raw's usually in the top 10. Raw averages anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 million
Yeah.
watchers.
I believe it.
You know,
I
live
believe that.
views.
yeah, watch the way they do it. It's kind of weird. Their format, the way they've kind of explained it,
See,
seems kind of weird.
here's the trickery. What
Yes.
Tony's
Yep. Yep.
already getting into. There's the trickery. So it's like when McDonald's put out, we sold 1 billion burgers. Okay, sure, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 1 billion, maybe.
But dude, it's their company. It's their it's an entertainment company. Like they control the narrative.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they control the narrative. Like if they, let's say, for example, we say, oh, 250,000 people. Oh, that's a low number. And then maybe WWE will come like, oh, we had 250,000. And now it sounds like, because of the way they proudly announced it, it sounds like it's a good number, So like they 100% control the narrative however they want it to be. So whatever the number is, they could beef it up or they could just make it sound pretty, So
Yep.
like we could never really know. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. But OG, did you have any more loves or lows or anything like that? Just want to make sure we got all yours out of there.
That was. Oh yeah, I had one more.
Okay, go
Guys,
ahead.
I love Swerve Strickland. I don't get what they're doing. I hate it. He went to being the meanest, the toughest. Now he wants all the power. He's going after Bandito. Why are you going after a mid Carter? And I like
For what
Bandito.
reason?
How is he getting power by going after Bandito? What they're doing makes absolutely no sense at all.
Zero
And
sense.
I love Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
I'm
I
with
hate
you,
it.
Tony. I'm on your ship, man.
I'm with
You're
you.
taking us because I agree with you. What the fuck? You are not explaining the why with Swerve. I don't know if it's he has too much control over his character or the writers just have no clue how to write for him. But there is a disconnect with Swerve
Yes.
Strickland, and that is a travesty in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
turned heel and it just went, yeah,
It got
kaboom. I don't know what happened.
he was so good being that natural cool guy that everybody wanted to get behind or whatever, and then he turned heel and then he just seemed like he was trying to be a badass and he's not a badass like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying he's not a tough guy. I'm not saying he's a bitch or anything like that. I'm just like I'm just saying like the persona that he was putting on as a heel, trying to be a tough guy, was not convincing. It wasn't convincing. That's not that he could walk up in my studio right now and beat my ass. And it is what it is. He's a bigger, stronger, and younger than me. But I will say and stand 10 toes down on saying that what he was presenting as a heel did not come off as tough to me. It seemed like a guy trying to act like a tough guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We seen through the veil.
Didn't work.
Yep.
Did not
Didn't
work.
work. Yeah.
So,
So now they're
switch
doing
gears with him.
Yes. Go back to what works. Stop. There's no reason to do all this extra stuff. Like Swerve being Swerve was working. I don't understand where we're going with it now. So we'll see with that. So yeah, that's another thing that's weird to me. But let's go ahead and get to my loves because I'm gonna still say this love. Even though, of course, voice we agreed with it, and it's crazy because I almost clipped the beginning of the AEW Dynamite review show we did the day after he won the title, where I was pissed off, I was not happy, and I come on here and I bring that up to say this because accountability is a thing with me. And I was pissed off. I was like, I'm not happy about this. And then me and Voice and OG were here. We had fightings in the chat. And he said, hold on. let's give it a chance. And we told Fightins we would give it a fair chance. So I got some numbers and notes down, and I'm going to let you know right now. So we're talking about Darby Allin. My love is Darby Allin's title reign. Darby Allin, since winning the AEW Championship against MJF, he's completed, it looks like an amount of, 3 successful title defenses already. So, April 22nd, defended against Tommaso Ciampa. April 29th, he defended against Brody King. Just yesterday, he defended against Kevin Knight. So, okay, we're talking in the span of 3 weeks. He's had 3 title defenses. Coming up this Saturday, he's facing Pac at AEW Collision Fairway to Hell. That's going to be 4. Then next Wednesday on Dynamite, he's going to be facing the international champion Kazuchika Okada. That's about to be 5. And then MJF is expected to get his match, whatever it may be, if it is title versus hair, and that's expected to be May 24th at Double or Nothing. I love it. He's a fighting champion. He's defending the title on a regular basis, and the matches aren't bad. And the one biggest thing that we criticized him for was the fact that this dude would not get on the mat and wrestle. All he did was do the stupid shit that we didn't like. All getting thrown around, getting tossed around, this and that. Fightins! What the fuck could he beat Okada?
I don't know.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're going to see. But I'll say this. I don't know if right now I'm ready to say he's on Rey Mysterio levels of, little guy champion or anything like that. But he's working, bro. And he's getting on the mat. And he's wrestling high-octane matches. Now it's getting to the point where he's defending that title twice a week. Hey, I don't know, bro. Something's happening. Something's percolating for sure. And it's fun. And it's fun to see. Could this be a thing where they just let him cook? Like, from the time that he won the title in April all the way up to Double or Nothing, and then they go ahead and say, yeah, we're going to do the hair versus title match, and then MJF takes it back. And that was the Darby Allin title run. That's a possibility. Because if he defends the title up until Double or Nothing every show, yes. Was it a long title run? No. Was it an eventful title run? Yes. And I think that when we talked about it on this show, that's exactly what we wanted to see. They're doing exactly that, OG.
I agree. The only thing is, I think that if MJF takes it back, I think there's got to be an out. Like, somebody's got to cost it's got to cost Darby the match so he can move on to something. Like, let's say Brody King cost him the match, then he could have a big feud with Brody King. I'm not saying it's got to be Brody King. I'm just putting that name up. But I think it's got to be something like that so he can move on and MJF can move on. So they got to have some kind of
separation.
Cole.
Yeah.
It'll be where Cole will come back.
Who, Adam Cole?
Yeah.
You think he's going to be well enough?
No.
He ain't never coming back.
He's not coming back, bro. I listen, I love Adam Cole. I've lost all faith in him ever coming back.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Another love for me is I'm gonna classify this as a love and a loathe because I love the fact that any time that Tekla gets, she's nailing the promos. I mean, this girl gets to 5 minutes for sure. My loathe is that that's all she's getting is 5 minutes. She's earned more time.
Yep.
She's earned more time. Where's this?
Yeah.
A loathe is another loathe is you guys are this women's division, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but I am so over Timu, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. Cause that's all it is. That is all Statlander and Hikaru Shida is. I don't like it. It's awful. Get them the fuck off my TV. I listen. If these two women were wrestling in my backyard, I wouldn't open up the shades. I'm over it. I mean, it's not good. And we need. I know we're not gonna get Tony Storm for a long time, so of course I'm gonna give her that pass for whatever she's got going on. But we need. Where's Willow Nightingale? What are we doing? Why is she not? What's happening here? Willow Nightingale needs to be on TV. We don't. Mercedes Moné needs to come back. We need our women's division. The Harley Cameron segment was crazy. That was crazy, fightings. And I was actually a little surprised they did that. Because in this time where everybody's, a little bit of hypersensitive, I thought showing a little bit of skin would like freak some people out or whatever. I was like, you know what? It's just a woman in a bra. They're boobs. Calm down. Like
Yeah.
and it was funny and it's going viral, so like it's not a big deal. They're only boobs. I see them every night, so, like relax. I thought it was funny. And Harley Cameron is a high spot. She's hilarious. She's super talented. For me, the jury is still out on Mina Shirakawa. I don't does she have the look? Yes. But there's a disconnect with me and Mina Shirakawa. Once again, great look, but she's okay at best in the ring.
She's a meathead.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a creative team behind her to give her anything.
Yeah. I mean,
Nina Russell.
I'll say this about her, she does better when she has somebody to bounce off of, because they put her with Tony and that kind of worked. It was kind of entertaining. And now they're putting her with Harley Cameron, which I don't know why you pivoted Harley Cameron off of Willow Nightingale. I know Willow Nightingale's the TBS champion, but I like Harley and Willow together.
Yeah. When you lose somebody like Tony Storm, and she was the glue to that division.
Oh, in a big way.
Yeah, you gotta highlight more. You gotta put Willow up. You gotta ask Monet, hey, we see what's happening.
We need you
is
back.
there a chance we're getting you back anytime soon? Maybe
I'd be
quicker.
calling her right. I'd be calling her. I'd be like, hey, Zoe Stark, when that 90 day is up, we could really use your work rate over here in AEW.
Oh, Zoe would be fantastic in AEW.
We could really use your work rate over here in AEW. You hear what I'm saying, voice?
Yeah.
Zoe Stark would be great there.
This is what I'm gonna say. The women's division, give it some grace for right now, because they've lost big figures in there, and
that's fair.
It'll pick back up though. I could see Willow starting within the next week or two, starting to show up on Dynamites and having matches.
They announced last night on Collision. I watched Collision last night.
Okay.
That Willow is going to start defending the championship every week on TV.
Oh, well then, all right, problem solved.
So, there we go.
All right, then.
That's what she said.
All right, we're good.
Which that just goes to show you AEW is realizing when they need stitches instead of putting Band-Aids on it.
Yep.
So
hey,
you got to give them credit.
Hey,
you got to say, hey, good job.
Yeah, good job. I didn't even realize that. I was like, once again, my loathe is my loathe because I want to see their women division do well.
Mm-hmm.
My loathe is my loathe because I want to see their women division do well. And if you have Willow defending weekly. See, that right there is perfectly said by voice, is how you put stitches on something instead of putting a band-aid on it. Our AEW women's division has taken some major blows. This is me if I'm Tony Khan in the office. Our AEW women's division has taken some major blows. We have got to put our stars out there. What can we do? Oh, what's hot in wrestling right now? Weekly title defenses, open challenges. All right, Willow, we really need you. We really, really need you. We need you to do something weekly. We'll give you a bumper, whatever it need to get. But we need you. We really need you because it's hurting right now. Perfect, beautiful, well done.
Yeah, I mean that just gives you your bridge for when Monet comes back.
Exactly. All right, fellas, let's wrap this thing up because we got to get OG out of here and on to the next show. Let's give our grades
Well,
for this episode of AEW Dynamite. We'll start with the OG himself. What are you giving this episode out of 10?
I'm gonna give like I said, it was decent. I just had a little trouble keeping my interest at times. I'm gonna give it a 7.
7. That's fair.
fair
That's
score.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. Voice, what about you, man?
8.2.
8.2. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna go with OG here. I'm gonna give it a fair 7. I'm gonna give it a. You know what? I think you said 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. 7.5. I thought this once again. Some of the stuff was a little disjointed, but I like the direction. I see the vision of what they're doing right now, especially with the tag team championship shenanigans. I saw a lot of people on social media like, oh, they're trying to start to heat up that tag team division to get ready for, maybe the Motor City Machine Guns, maybe the New Day, something like that. And yeah, I love it. So yeah, 7.5. And then I'm going to ride us out of here, but I'm going to give one last final love, and I'm going to keep it quick and short. The one last love that I have for AEW right now is the potential, because we see the potential with possibly the New Day coming in, possibly Motor City Machine Guns coming in. I'm also excited about the possibility of somebody like Zoe Stark could come in to the AEW Women's Division and really like beef up and like she's a good hand to have in that Women's Division. You could put her on Collision, you could put her on Dynamite. I think that the potential of what AEW can do, because WWE is like, hey, we don't got no use for you anymore. We don't got no use for you anymore. This is a prime opportunity. I'm not saying AEW needs to go crazy and start creating graphics for everybody that just got released from WWE, but he needs to put a microscope on this batch of talent that's going to be available in the next 90 days and say, hey, what talents are about to come available in late July, early August that can beef up the roster and possibly help us with ratings? And I think that potential this summer is super strong.
Agree.
So, all right, all right. I'm going to give it out here to OG. Let them know where they can catch you and everything that you're doing.
Well, yeah, guys, I don't have shows tonight.
Oh,
We
okay.
usually do, but Chris had to take our stuff down to to the Indiana Convention Center. We're going to be there all weekend
Nice.
with WCWO and PopCon. We'll be
Yes.
doing shows. We'll be there Friday starting at noon. They'll run shows till 6 o'clock. Saturday, I think it starts at 10 a.m. and runs to about 6. And Sunday, I think I'm not sure what time they start Sunday. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if they start at 10, 11, or noon, but
Yeah.
they run to about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll be doing probably about 12 wrestling shows, so we're going to have a lot of fun. The wrestling shows are included in your popcorn ticket, no extra charge for that. So it's included in your popcorn ticket. So we'll be there taping shows, and we'll be airing them in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Also, we got Monday. Monday we got the normal GWR at 6:30, but Tuesday we got a very special show that we do every year with DCCW and Muncie Central Bearcats. They
Yes.
do a fundraiser every year, and we'll be at Greek's Pizzeria doing a live show from 5 to 8, talking to
Nice.
a bunch of wrestlers, to high school wrestlers, pro wrestlers,
Oh,
talking to
nice.
coaches from the wrestling team. We'll talk to fans. We'll do a 3-hour show. If you're in the Muncie area, you can go eat pizza there, and I think 10-20% goes back to the club, and that goes for carry out and for pickup orders. So the delivery. So if you want to help, you can do that. So yeah, so we got some big shows coming up.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, OG. I love to hear that. I love what you guys are doing over there and helping out the those wrestling clubs over there in Muncie. They've been doing that for DCCW. Been doing that for a few years now. It's been probably like 7 years.
I think this is six. I think this
This
is
is the sixth
Bearcat.
year.
I think it's Bearcat Rumble 6. I think
Okay, six.
five
Okay.
or six. I think it's
Okay, yeah,
six.
yeah, yeah. They've been doing that for a few years, man. So that's great. They're still at it. Voice, you're still at it too, man. Let them know where they can catch you and everything you're doing, my brother.
All right, fans. So if you want to follow Tony and everything he's doing in the next coming up times, I mean, because it sounds like they're going to be doing some great stuff.
Oh, they're
over
gonna
there.
be busy, yeah.
These QR codes, you can click those, take a screenshot of the picture, then you can go into it. It'll pop up. You can figure it out, and you can follow Tony a little more there. But to follow me, guess what? We're going to do this again next Thursday, so be prepared. Watch some AEW Dynamite and join the conversation. It's a fun one. It's always around 6 o'clock on a Thursday. So outside of that, if you're into Monday Night Raw and you want to know, hey, what were two guys who sit in their basements and have beards think about this shit? Well, you're in luck. I do a show. I do a Tuesday show. It's the Monday Night Raw review show. It's a fun show. It's a show with my friend, Kevin Calloway. He's the Chaos Goblin. He knows some shit. He's been in a ring. He's done some things. He defends titles. He's got a bit of a back problem right now, so he's not really doing too much. But he's streaming. Check him out. Come join us at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. It's a fun time. Outside of that, guess what? We dived back into something we hold near and dear to our hearts as young wrestling fans. Me and Howse were like, we're WCW, die, woo, we love WCW. And everybody else like, fucking WWF, man. Look at Bret Hart. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. Yeah, we got him. We ended up getting him. Yeah, I know Goldberg took him out with a stupid fucking kick.
An
That
asshole.
dickhead. But guess what? You can come and follow us on that journey. Hear two friends talk about WCW and all the shenanigans. Look, guys, we have gone through the first two Nitros, and
I'm having a blast.
I'm having a blast too. It is so much fun to go back and watch the guys that we absolutely loved. I mean, we're in the middle of just this. They're setting up war games. We're getting ready to see Lex Luger lose his mind.
Dude,
and
Ric Flair's in the mid card. Like, what a
Ric
time.
Flair's a mid-carder. It's fucking fantastic. It's a great time. And guess what? Macho Man's there. And
Yeah,
you could
he
be there
is. He's
too.
a crash out.
Dude, he's a crash out and he's in neon. So join me, join Howse
Yes, it's a
on
blast.
Wednesdays at 6 p.m. for your WCW watch along. It's replaced the ECW watch along. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It's
Not
still
gone
here.
forever. Not gone
We'll
forever.
pull it back out every once in a while. I mean, fuck, Sandman's doing interviews now just everywhere. We could probably have a Sandman episode. And if we do, we can talk WCW, we can talk WWE,
Yep.
and we can talk ECW with him. But the
Easy.
way to do that is to show us that you guys are interested. So subscribe, like, do all the things, share our stuff, share Gonzo's stuff.
Yes.
Let's grow, because look, by the next time the Squared Circle Expo comes around, there is so many talks about so many cool things, and it would be a true honor, Howse, to sit there next to Tony, OG Tony, with what we talked about with the guy who runs the stuff. So
Yeah.
that would be an
Yeah.
amazing time, because Tony, we, like we always say, we appreciate your mind, the knowledge that you have throughout the years. I mean, come on, like we had an actual Ted Turner rundown from the 70s all the way to
That
up
was
to
awesome.
what we knew, you know? So fans, just spread the love with us. We're trying, we make a little off merchandise. It pays for things here and there, but we're not billionaires. We're not making anything really big. But if you share us, guess what? That puts us in the rooms with Tony Khan. That puts us in AEW locker rooms.
Yep.
That puts us the most impactful AEW review show that you'll ever watch. And it can be all driven by you guys.
Facts. Facts. Well said. I don't even know if I need to say anything else because Voice said it so well. We're pushing for you guys. Like, there's a lot of podcasts you guys could listen to. Then you're going to get all kinds of different content and this and that. And especially on this level because, and I'll keep this tight, but one thing, I don't ever like to get delusional about where we're at. You know, like, have we done some awesome things? Yes, we have, most definitely. Are we one of the, are we top pinnacle? No. Do we want to be? Yeah. Are we like, I'd say we're like mid-level, mid-level podcast, and we get great guests and great people that want to come on and talk to us that have a really good insights and stuff like that. But we're just like you guys. We're just wrestling fans who just have put a lot into talking wrestling and giving you guys the content. And Voice will tell you, when it comes to doing stuff, I'll drive my head through a wall trying to figure out the best content for you guys out there in the household. I mean, I will try things, whether it be watch-alongs or reaction videos, which they're getting hit, so we can't be doing reaction videos because even like those big, like those reaction, that's a whole nother thing. We don't have to talk about that right now. But like the fact is, just like AEW is, we're trying. We're trying things. We're taking chances, trying to do new and exciting things to get you guys in and engaging with us. So that way, once again, just like Voice said, we're up in those rooms with people that are like, hey, whoa, how do we get here? Like we just started a podcast with some friends and now we're talking to Tony Khan. What the hell's going on? So you never know. You never know. And that's why, final thing for any aspiring content creators out there, hit record, bro. Hit record, press play on that camera, talk about that sport or show or whatever that interested you, and just give it a shot. Give it a shot because you never know unless you try. Hey, it's all part of the work. And that's HOWSE, and the W stands for work. So for OG Tony Gonzalez from Gonzo Sports Room, Gonzo Wrestling Room, for the Voice, Josh Joseph, and the whole team here at In Your House, I'm Malik, I'm the Con Man House, here to remind you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to hop on this bandwagon, get on, or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.
Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite.